Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I know I will have a wonderful day today. Why do I know that? Because I'm a very positive person. And I took people's advice yesterday. I ate healthy food, all good fresh vegetables. I exercised. I went for a nice, slow jog. I had good sleep. I meditated a little bit and did a little stretching and yoga. And finally, I did not smoke. I don't smoke, but I didn't drink anything. All healthy things, and had a good sleep, but not too much sleep. I got up early and had nice tea and some fruit. So that's why I feel good today. That was very good advice that people shared yesterday on Zoom about how to stay healthy. Now, in today's post, more work and practice in two areas that we are focusing on. In one area, we are reviewing and working on the difference between two tenses, very commonly used verb tenses. For some people, this is a review. For other people, it is new. But these two tenses are the difference between the simple past and the present perfect. Again, today's video will be a different speaker besides me. He might look a little bit like me. He's got long gray hair. It's funny, I don't like long hair. I like short hair. But when we had the COVID lockdown, many places where you have your hair cut were closed. So when we went through April, May, June, July, I had no place to get my hair cut. And then slowly, many salons opened, and now you can get your hair cut. And I still have not made an appointment. See, there we're using present perfect. I have not made an appointment to have my hair cut, but I should. We mentioned a little bit should and can and would. So I think perhaps early next week we'll review some of those as we get ready for first sort of set assessments. But to go back to this verb tense, we use simple past when we talk about an event that occurred in the past and finished in the past. If you notice, I don't use simple past when I talk about my hair because I still have not gotten a haircut. This is something I started in the past, letting my hair grow long, and it is still long. So it is not something I would use simple past to talk about. If I went today and got my hair cut, I might change then. I might start to say, my hair was long, simple past. I cut my hair yesterday, simple past. Because it's an event that started and finished in the past. With present perfect, we're going to use this tense in a few cases. The main one, when something happens in the past and is still true now. The second one that is very common is when the time does not matter. So sometimes people will ask you, have you visited a city, New York? And you will say, yes, I have visited, or no, I have not visited. And the reason we use the present perfect there is that when you're talking about that particular thing, visiting New York, the person asking the question doesn't really care when you went to New York. They don't really care how many times, if you went once, twice, 3 times. What they want to know from you is, in your life at some point, did you go to New York? So that's a second very common use. And when you go to the doctor and you start talking to a doctor, very often present perfect becomes a very important tense, because the doctor will ask you, how do you feel? Oh, I'm sick. How long? Well, I have felt sick for 3 days. I started feeling sick 3 days ago, and I'm still sick now. If you said, I felt sick for 3 days, the doctor is going to understand something different. Let me repeat that. I felt sick for 3 days. That means you do not feel sick now. It means it happened in the past. And maybe now you're going to see the doctor to talk about it. But if you choose present perfect and say, I have felt sick for 3 days, that means right there in the chair as you're talking to the doctor, you still feel sick. So that's why this is an important tense, because that's 2 very different questions, 2 different pieces of information. I felt sick yesterday. I have felt sick since yesterday. In the first one, that means at this moment you do not feel sick. You're good. I have felt sick since yesterday means you still feel sick. The other question a doctor might ask is, has this happened before? And you might say, oh, I have vomited 10 times, or I have vomited 20 times. This means it's something that's happened many, many times and the time period isn't over. So it's an important tense for visiting doctors and many appointments that we have. So you have a video, watch the video. It's a different man. I think fairly clear presentation. And then there's a quiz. Try the quiz. I hope I made no mistakes. If I made some mistakes, I apologize, but hopefully they are correct. Then I have posted, I think, 4 present perfect exercises, and they are labeled exercise 1, 2, 3, 4. After you finish those exercises, in the comments section, please tell me and tell your class which one you thought was easiest, which one was hardest, if they were all easy, and if they were helpful. The last exercise I posted goes back to medical appointments. So I thought the 3 dialogues that people shared on Tuesday were very good, very good. That's our goal for when we do speaking assessment next week. I will be the receptionist and you will be trying to make an appointment, and we will practice that. So I have posted 3 more discussions or dialogues with some questions about visiting a medical office. For those of you who can come on Thursday, what our plan is a little bit more focused. We're going to do some group practice of how to make a medical appointment. And then the main part of Thursday's class is I'm going to go through some of the exercises on present perfect. You'll talk with your classmates a little bit about present perfect, and we'll work through some of the medical and some of the grammar exercises together. So that's our plan for Thursday. To be marked present today, you have to do the quiz, you have to make one comment, and finally, you need to like one post. In the comments below, maybe I'll ask you this question, and you can write a little bit about it. Do you like the fall, the autumn? Now that we are in the fall season, many people like the fall. Some people don't like the fall. Tell us, do you like autumn, this season that we are in now? And if you like the autumn or don't like the autumn, tell us why. So do you like the autumn season? That's about it. For those of you who can meet, we will try to meet on Thursday at 9:30. Take care.